I can't even tell you what my mind wanted to do to you once I looked in his face and I didn't know if he was looking at me, you, or the air. I was hurt, genuinely hurt.
Who is y'all to tell me what he diagnosed with and what he look like and what he sound like? Y'all don't know nothing about God and y'all don't know nothing about nothing. You talking to me like that. So I rebuke everything y'all saying about my child.
Oh, them mother drank and smoked while they was pregnant. That's why they're so angry. Because who the fuck is angry? You supposed to be angry at them that did this. Not, that's the reason why you don't find it to be angry is because you did it. Then y'all want to hop on here I'm talking about my grandbaby. No, I'm talking about the trifling mammy.
Blueface's own mama just shook the whole internet with receipts that might finally confirm what fans have been whispering for months. Chrisean's baby could actually have a disability. And the craziest part? She might have been covering it up this entire time. Fans have been side-eyeing this situation for a while, pointing out that something felt off with the baby. But every time somebody mentioned it, Chrisean snapped back, calling people haters, telling them to mind their business, and even accusing folks of wishing bad energy on her child. Even Blueface himself tried to raise alarms at one point, but Chrisean wasn't having it. Well, his mom, Carissa, clearly reached her breaking point because she just leaked Junior's actual medical records. And let me tell you, the diagnosis is heartbreaking.
When I saw him in that restaurant, it crushed me. And for her to say she wanted to stomp me out, girl, I can't even tell you what my mind wanted to do to you once I looked in his face and I didn't know if he was looking at me, you, or the air. I was hurt, genuinely hurt. But you know what I said? You know what? That's okay. That's okay. If he can laugh and he can cry and he can smile, he can still be a joy in this.
But here's the question. What exactly did she reveal? Did she expose that Chrisean herself caused this? And why has Chrisean been pushing so hard to keep that little boy from getting real medical help? This drama is wild. Everybody already knows Blueface's mom, Carla, does not like Chrisean one bit. But nobody thought she would take it this far. It almost feels like she transferred all that hate for Chrisean onto the baby, and that's crossing a dangerous line. Speaking on your own grandbaby like this is beyond shocking, especially knowing how ruthless the internet has been with rumors about this child. Carissa recently hopped on Instagram Live, talking about the very first time she met Junior. She said she could immediately tell something wasn't right with the baby. She even claimed she was ready to step up as a loving grandmother regardless of his condition, prepared to love him no matter what.
I never seen them whoop before. I never seen what they saw. I literally thought this whole time that maybe people's fans was doing something to the pictures or making it not, I didn't believe it the whole time. I just was like, nah, John said there was a couple things going on, but he didn't say it was to that. It don't matter. It wouldn't matter to me at all, one bit. He will be around this mother in a chair that sits him up. I will go buy the best stuff for him. I will go buy the best chair that sits him up. I will be calling India and France and Rome, trying to figure out what machine we can get to work what. We will be chopping that.
But things flipped quick. Chrisean felt like Carissa was just coming for her out of spite, and that sent Carissa into another rant, this time going even harder, accusing Chrisean of being the reason Junior has disabilities in the first place. That's when she dropped the bomb, straight up suggesting the baby might be suffering from fetal alcohol syndrome. Now, nobody's out here shaming, but people online have been pulling up receipts, reminding everyone that while Chrisean was pregnant, she was publicly drinking and smoking heavy. Her own family had voiced concern about her health and the baby's, but she allegedly brushed it off, saying she didn't care.
She could be talking, walking, playing football, everything. Who is y'all to tell me what he diagnosed with and what he look like and what he sound like? Y'all don't know nothing about God and y'all don't know nothing about nothing. You talking to me like that. So I rebuke everything y'all saying about my child, to be honest. But I like this, bro.
That's why people are now saying maybe she never even planned to keep the baby in the first place. Some are convinced she was close to getting rid of him but changed her mind later on. And now, the internet is questioning whether those choices during her pregnancy are exactly what led to Junior's struggles today. This right here explains so much about her comments and her wild actions. It honestly sounds like Chrisean only changed her mind at the very last second and decided to keep the baby. But even after making that choice, she kept drinking and smoking like nothing changed. Blueface even blasted her for it, tweeting that she was literally smoking on the way to the hospital. He claimed she smoked a blunt on the way to the hospital. She was about to do a concert smoking before labor. You smoked your way to birth. You don't think I can get the kid for real? Then he followed up saying he never planned on taking the baby, but if she didn't show she could handle motherhood, he'd do whatever was best for Junior. He even tweeted, "My son is not healthy because she drank, smoked, and got hit the whole pregnancy. She couldn't even take 1 month off." The internet went crazy over that one. Blueface didn't stop there. He exposed that the baby was born with a hernia and claimed Chrisean was dragging her feet about getting it fixed. But instead of handling it privately, he crossed a serious line. He posted a photo of Junior's private area with the caption, "This what my son's D looked like, and she worried about me and lil baby. Like, B, get your son C right then, do what you want." That move was so disturbing that Twitter yanked the photo down instantly. But Blueface doubled down, defending himself by tweeting, "It's my son. I'll post his D if I want to. Who gonna tell me not to? Squabble up or shut up." Fans were disgusted, calling it absolutely vile, but Blueface wasn't finished. He jumped into a long rant, tweeting things like, "Baby still ain't got surgery for his hernia." She lying saying he healthy, but she's steady online talking about me and my C. Fix our son first, then go find somebody else to ride. Everyone tag her page, whatever y'all gotta do to make this happen so I can stop being the topic of her live. Then, as if that wasn't enough, he threw out more accusations, saying Chrisean was still using substances while pushing her son's surgery back. He even claimed he flew out to Baltimore for the procedure, only to find out she allegedly missed the appointment. In his words, "I tried to do the right thing to keep it private, but this girl going on and on. Leave me alone. You're a bad mother. Yes, you're a fish. You keep missing surgery dates so you can do whatever you want." Blueface turned the internet upside down with those tweets, and fans couldn't believe he was airing it all out like that. But Chrisean clapped back, claiming the only reason Blueface was doing all this was to try and take the baby away from her.
So Blueface, you're gonna go to jail, bro. Like, being a free man right now. Like, appreciate the time you got right now, because nigga, you're not finna be roaming the world like you thought you was going to be roaming the world. Like,
she fired off saying, "Blue knows his appointment is already set with his surgeon. Don't sit here and lie. I've been making it to all his appointments in Baltimore. Blueface, now you pulling that card, trying to get my kid taken from me, knowing I'm actually doing my best. I need y'all to back the F up for real. I'll be glad when they take your goofy self away with that temp case. Worry about that probation officer that's trying to send you to jail." She even threatened to press charges against Blueface for exposing their son online, but nothing ever came from it. And that's when people started paying attention for real. Fans noticed there might actually be something wrong with Junior. Suddenly, the tide shifted against her and the internet turned fast. People who were rooting for Chrisean when she first announced her pregnancy flipped on her in a heartbeat, slamming her for her actions and calling her out for being reckless. And if you know anything about Chrisean, then you know she's been wild for years. She and Blueface have been locked in a toxic situationship for almost 5 years, full of chaos, fights, and drama. Some folks even started labeling her a lost cause, convinced she would never get it together. But when she first revealed her pregnancy, things seemed different. People thought maybe this was the moment she'd finally slow down and get serious about her life. She even talked like she was ready to change, claiming she was leaving her past behind, cutting off Blueface, and raising Junior on her own. She posted a message that had everyone hopeful, writing, "When I saw the face of what was growing inside of me, I had to pray the fear away of being a mommy." Fans thought this was the turning point, but the chaos only got worse. Chrisean admitted just how overwhelming it all was, revealing that this pregnancy had actually been planned, but Blueface switched up, telling her he didn't see a future with her anymore. She confessed that they had both hurt each other so badly that the trust was gone, and at one point, she was left feeling like her only option was to terminate the pregnancy. But by the time she found out, she was already too far along. She said the moment she saw the baby's face and heard that heartbeat, she instantly fell in love. That confession basically confirmed what fans had been whispering, that she had thought about ending it, and that could explain why she kept drinking in the early stages. But she claimed the baby gave her a reason to heal, calling Junior her second chance at fixing herself. She even poured her heart out online, writing, "I don't want to be Rock no more. I don't want to be famous. I messed up. I should have stayed in school. But I had to separate my heartbreak from the biggest thing I prayed for in the beginning. I'm not going to move out of fear. I'm okay with moving on. I'm okay with letting go anything that's not for me." She doubled down, promising that motherhood wasn't going to stop her from hustling. She wrote, "Having a child won't stop me from making money, learning, developing more love and time for myself. I don't need a dollar from anyone to be here for this child. I'm blessed and highly favored, so that's the only thing that matters right now. I can't wait to show my journey through the ups and downs. Through it all, I'm gonna win." But her post didn't just focus on herself, she also came for Blueface directly. She said she was cutting him off, explaining that telling him no was her first step toward breaking free. But then she exposed just how toxic it still was, writing, "How do you get rid of a soul tie? I had to take a step back because still giving a part of me to him is messed up for my son. How I let a man who don't want to be a father to my only son still lay with me. Then this man texted me today and I almost fell for it. Like, what am I doing for real?" She kept venting, saying, "I'm looking at my son like, hold up, cut the immature-ish out. I'm so disappointed in myself right now. Hey, Blue, go away. Stop hitting me. Go find another chick to creep with because the way you move is unsafe and unsanitary. You're gonna mess around and catch something the way you moving." And then came her prayer, "Oh God, let me start wanting this. Lord, please free me from myself. I pray for strength to stay disciplined because having a child and knowing the father don't want anything to do with them is a tough thing to accept. But instead of it being hard, I just settle for the short end of the stick." Her words were raw, emotional, and heartbreaking, and they left fans stunned. Chrisean even refused to let Blueface be in the delivery room when she gave birth. She explained her decision, saying, "I simply ain't invite him. I went to my city to have my child. None of you weird people finna be around my son. I'm all he got. I'm gonna do everything I can to protect him from hate, jealousy, or anything. His name is Chrisean, and he will be loved and respected." She doubled down with another post, writing, "I can't wait to reveal the leveling up, the new everything. I can't wait to fly back to LA after healing and moving into my new home. I'm pressing play on new beginnings, new music, and movies. I'm just beyond grateful fans ate that up. People really believed her. For a moment, everyone was rooting for her, thinking her wild days were finally over. Of course, some doubted she'd ever change, but many gave her the benefit of the doubt. After all, motherhood has been known to shift even the most reckless people. But sadly, it didn't take long before Chrisean slid back into her old habits. The drama returned, and fans started growing concerned for baby Junior all over again. The speculation about Junior's health really began after one of Chrisean's chaotic Instagram lives last January. She was on there defending her decision to tattoo Blueface's mugshot across her face when fans noticed something strange in the background. Junior's cry sounded different, almost like something was wrong.
He wasn't in relations with Blue. We were still rough, on and off, whatever case may be. All right, cool. All right, cool. Right? When they start talking, saying or subliminally saying stuff or doing an actual interview and start talking, that's different.
That wasn't the only thing that raised eyebrows. In one of her pictures, fans spotted what looked like a respirator machine nearby, and it instantly sparked more worry. Then there was another video where Junior was crying, but Chrisean tried to laugh it off, acting like he was just giggling, but people weren't buying it. Soon, the concerns shifted toward whether Junior might have a visual impairment. In several clips, he appeared to just stare off into space, without much eye movement or reaching for objects the way most babies his age usually would. While he could hold his head up, a lot of his behavior just didn't match the typical developmental milestones, and that's what really made fans question if everything was okay.
Louisiana chicken pasta. Then we got the baby mashed potatoes. Let's pray for the food. Look at his shirt too. It'll say Jesus.
Oh, that's great.
Baby. That's his name though. That's his middle name.
Jesus?
Yeah.
That's cool. Chrisean Jesus Malone. That's a famous name right there.
As expected, Chrisean got super defensive whenever people raised concerns. She kept insisting her son was perfectly fine, brushing off every comment about his health. But things got way more serious during Junior's very first birthday. Fans couldn't ignore what they were seeing. It was clear he couldn't stand or walk on his own. Chrisean tried to play it off, propping him up on her legs like he was standing strong, but everybody saw through it. Now, yes, kids develop at different speeds, but with all the past red flags, people instantly took it as another sign something wasn't right. Then came the bombshells from her former circle. Her ex-friend Janet spoke out, claiming Chrisean was deep in denial about Junior's situation. Janet said she personally tried to get Junior help, but Chrisean wasn't hearing it. And that wasn't even the half of it, because she also fell out with her so-called best friend Marsh. Apparently, back when Chrisean was locked up, Marsh was the one taking care of Junior, but when Marsh tried to take him to the hospital for help, Chrisean completely flipped out. In leaked text between Marsh and another friend, Marsh explained the struggle, saying, "She got mad because when she called from jail, I told her I could keep Junior. She kept promising me money and stuff, but days went by and nothing hit my Cash App. Junior had nothing but the clothes on his back, no milk because he couldn't eat food, no blanket, no car seat, no clothes, no shoes, no bottles, nothing. I bought what I could, but I still had my own kid to care for." Marsh went on, "It was hard. I just feel like a real friend would have looked out for me, especially since I had her baby. And when I had my sister babysit him so I could take some clients to pay my rent. My sister said she was going to take him to the hospital because he kept spitting up." So not only were fans questioning Junior's health, but even the people closest to Chrisean were worried too, and she was still brushing it off like nothing was wrong. Marsh revealed that when she told Chrisean about her sister wanting to take Junior to the hospital, Chrisean completely lost it. She went crazy and had someone else, Smiley, come grab Junior from her sister immediately. At that point, it was becoming clear Chrisean seemed more focused on hiding her son's condition than actually getting him the help he might need. To show how far she was willing to go, Marsh claimed Chrisean even staged photo shoots to convince fans that Junior was perfectly fine. Marsh said Chrisean was locked into that Reddit page dedicated to exposing her so much that she had notifications turned on. Marsh recalled, "I'd be doing her lashes and she'd show me posts from Reddit saying stuff like, they saying he can't walk or hold himself up. I'm gonna post a picture of him in his walker later." And I'd tell her, "But he can't though." And she'd respond, "I gotta make them think he can. Otherwise they gonna say he messed up because I was drinking. But I wasn't even drinking that much."
Janet, why didn't you convince her to help Junior? I did. My cousin is a specialist. I did the best I could. My cousin works with autistic children. She works one-on-one with all kinds of children. It don't matter if you're autistic, if you're not, if you're regular children, we offered the help as much as we can. My cousin literally has her BA in all of this. It's when people are in denial of stuff, it's you can't help people when they're in denial of what's actually going on in reality. I get, oh, we're all prayed up, we just have faith, but faith comes with work. You just can't have faith and just sit around and have faith. It's you got to put the work in too. That's how God is going to repay you. If you put the work in, not just gossiping around other people and be oh.
Fans were stunned by that claim, and it didn't stop there. Reports also surfaced that she allegedly photoshops Junior's pictures to make him look better and appear more normal just to convince the public. But here's the question. Wouldn't it be way easier to just get the child real medical help instead of playing games online? To put things into perspective, people say she's still not getting him the proper care. At a recent event, Junior could barely hold his head up, even though he's almost 2 years old now. That sent alarm bells ringing all over social media. And then came Carissa's comments, which to many seemed like confirmation of everything fans had suspected for months. But let's be real, it's hard to believe she suddenly cares. Because remember when Chrisean got arrested at Blueface's court hearing? Carissa and Blueface's dad were both right there, but neither one of them wanted to take Junior home. They literally argued over not wanting him, even though they knew that meant the baby might end up in foster care temporarily. At the end of the day, this is just heartbreaking. Imagine having Chrisean as a mother, Blueface as a father, and Carissa as a grandmother. It's like a recipe for disaster. The baby didn't ask for any of this, and he's the one caught in the middle of all this chaos. But I want to hear from y'all. What do you think about this whole situation? Do you believe Carissa was right for exposing Chrisean, or do you think she's just stirring the pot out of spite? Drop your thoughts and comments down below. Don't forget to hit that like button, smash subscribe, and turn on the bell so you don't miss the next breakdown. I'll see you in the next one.